guys, welcome to my first actual video. I'm Courtney Nicole, and today I'm going to be talking about James Dean and the curse of his Porsche 550 Spider that he nicknamed the Little Bastard. So first of all, I'm just going to provide a little bit of background on who James Dean was for those of you who have never heard of James Dean, and then I'm going to talk about how he died and the pretty much curse of his car following his death. So James Dean lived from 1931 to 1955. He had a very short life that ended at 24. He was born in Indiana, but he moved to California for acting. California was his final place that he lived in before he passed away, and he actually passed away in California. James Dean was a culture icon. He did a lot of acting and a lot of racing. He starred in 3 major movies: The East of Eden, Rebel Without a Cause, and Giant. His main interests, like I said, were theater and racing, and he died doing what he loved. He majored in theater but was also a professional car racer, and he actually passed away on September 30th, 1955 in a tragic car accident in the Little Bastard. A week before his passing is whenever he actually bought the Little Bastard, so he only had the car for about a week. And actor Alex Guinness actually told James Dean that the car has a sinner appearance to it. And he actually told James Dean that if he got in that car, he would be dead in the next week. James Dean actually coincidentally died 7 days after this was said, so exactly a week. The day of the accident, or should I say the day of his death, he was actually on his way to a race in Salinas, California, with his mechanic. And sorry if I'm mispronouncing this, but his mechanic, Ralph Woodrich, something like that. They were in the car together whenever it happened. They were en route 466 when a 20-year-old Cal Poly student named Donald Turnipseed, he collided with James Dean's Porsche after turning from an intersection. The cars were almost hit head-on. James Dean's mechanic was seriously injured in the car accident but actually survived, but James Dean unfortunately died on impact. So that's just a little background on James Dean and what happened to him. So he was pretty much killed in his Porsche 550 Spider. So now I'm going to talk about after his death and what happened to his cursed Little Bastard 550 Spider. So after the wreck, a guy named George Barris bought the wreckage for $2,500, and on its way to George Barris's house to be delivered, it actually slipped off the trailer and broke both the mechanic's legs. Not long after, Barris started to dismantle the vehicle and sell parts to others. He actually sold the engine and the drivetrain to 2 men by the names of Troy McHenry and William Estridge, who both were 2 racers. So after he sells them the parts, they use the parts for their own vehicle. They were actually racing against each other, and both their cars had a piece of the Little Bastard in them. While they were racing against each other, McHenry's car lost control and hit a tree, killing him instantly. Estridge was seriously injured whenever his car suddenly locked up while he was in a turn and rolled. Another instance was someone else bought parts from the Little Bastard. They actually had 2 of the tires from the Little Bastard that had a blowout while he was driving, causing him to run off the road. While all this was going on, Barris still had the actual car in his possession. One night, thieves actually tried to steal parts off of the car, and they actually end up tearing their arm open while trying to steal the steering wheel off of the Little Bastard. While the other thief was actually injured trying to remove the blood-stained seats out of the little bastard. Due to all these incidents, Barris decided he was actually going to hide the car until he convinced the California Highway Patrol to show it in an exhibit. So while it was in his first exhibit, the garage that it was being kept in actually managed to catch on fire and burn to the ground, but somehow James Dean's little bastard was undamaged more than it already was. It was damaged from the original incident with James Dean, but what I mean by undamaged was it wasn't any more damaged than it already was in the fire. Next exhibit was at a local high school. It was on display whenever it fell off of the display and broke a student's hip. So as it was being transported, once again the driver lost control and fell out of his truck, and somehow the car managed to fall and crush him. And after that, it actually fell off of 2 more transporters, but no one was injured in those 2 incidents. It was only the first 2 transporters. So it fell off of 4 transporters total, but only 2 caused injury. After that, the car pretty much vanished and it was never seen again. All that is left of the car that we know of is a little piece in a exhibit in Illinois. And there are more stories of incidents happening while the little piece that is left of the car is in the Auto Attractions Museum. George Barris has now passed on since all of this has happened, so it's pretty much a mystery of what happened to the little bastard. Hope you enjoyed the story of James Dean and his little bastard. I will see you guys next time in my next video. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, hit that subscribe button, and you can also hit that little bell if you want to be notified when I post new videos. And I'll see you guys in next video. Bye guys.